Hi everyone, welcome back to Watercolor Drawing Workshop. This is session 2, different types of watercolor wash techniques. To have a better understanding about how to do watercolor washes, we will start with the color wheel. We have 3 primary colors and 3 secondary colors which are formed by mixing primary colors in equal parts. Also, colors from yellow to red are called warm colors and green to blue are called cool colors. Now let's take the 3 primary colors and try to mix them to make secondary colors. You can actually make a variety of different colors from these primary colors only. When you mix yellow and red, you'll get orange. When red is mixed with blue, you get violet. And when yellow is mixed with blue, you get green. Now, we are going to discuss about single wash techniques in watercolor. Here, we are using a flat brush to apply a particular color. Then, using water only, you can wash it like this to create a gradient effect. Since this method involves creating gradients, it's also known as graded watercolor wash. Now comes wet wash. Here, apply a color in its darkest shade, then clean your brush and use a lot of water to spread it out in one direction. Be generous with the water here. You want the paper glistening with moisture. Next technique is called gradient wash. Here, we make different shades of the same color on the palette itself by using different quantities of water. We then apply these different shades separately to bring the same gradient effect. This technique gives interesting results when tried with different brushes, like a point brush. Here, we are using a point brush to make as many strokes as possible to create different shades of the same color. Next is variegated wash, where 2 colors merge in the presence of water when applied side by side, creating a nice shift from one color to the other. Here's another wash technique where you use a clean brush dipped in water to make desired shapes and then drop different colors to create interesting effects. The next method involves applying 2 colors mixed with a lot of water separately, creating a space in between. Then apply some more water in that space to blend those colors. Now, let's try to make some drawings using the techniques that we have discussed. For the leaves of this tree, we are using yellow as the first color. Before drying, we wash with green to create this effect. For making this flower, again we are using yellow as the first color. Before drying, we drop red onto each petal. We are making the drawing of a fish here. This is how we use different wash techniques to apply one color on top of the other. Now let's make an entire drawing using these wash techniques. Make a sketch first using a light toned pencil as we have discussed in session 1. Once you are done with the sketch, apply the soft eraser carefully to remove small particles and smudge the lines. This is to give you the desired result when you apply watercolor on top of it. You can see the use of different types of brushes here. Point brush is very effectively used in this drawing to create the natural environment of plants and bushes. Here, we make use of the technique called glazing, which is essentially the layering of watercolor washes. Each layer of paint is left to dry before applying the next. That's all for session 2. See you all in the next session. And don't forget to tag us in your creations.